One of the ways to complete Animal Crossing is to collect everything. This was much easier back in the day when there were just 600 furniture items. Now we have almost 2,000, and each with multiple color variations, which means there's like 14 or 15,000 items in total. That's a lot. It doesn't seem like it's possible to collect everything, but some of us are stuck in 2002 and we're out here collecting every color variation, every piece of clothing, and every DIY because that's what you do. Which brings us to villager photos. These wall-hanging items, or tabletop items, oh, so versatile, are the only reason I talk to my neighbors. After 2 years with this game, you've pretty much seen most of the dialogue. There's really not a further reason to acknowledge their existence. Most people are happy with just completing their museum or maybe finally decorating their island to completion, which seems to be the last thing to do on many of our lists. But the first thing on my list is successfully collecting everything. Every outfit, every furniture item, every color variation. And if I'm gonna collect all of these, that means I gotta collect all the villager photos as well. Even though they don't appear in the catalog for some reason, so I can't keep track of them easily, damn it. Thanks, game. Are you really beating Animal Crossing if you don't get everything? No, I didn't think so. I started collecting the framed pictures slowly but surely. Do a fun villager hunt, get a cutie, spend time every day giving them gifts so I can immortalize them above my golden toilet forever. Or behind it. Suck it, Bubbles. After 2.5 years of doing this, I've gotten this many photos. That's it. 2.5 years and barely anything to show for it. Granted, I haven't been completely consistent with giving gifts and kicking out villagers. I'm sorry, but if a cutie asks to leave, I'm gonna leave them alone for the next 24 hours until an Uggo decided to finally ditch my island. The adventure has been real slow, especially because I'm not one to time travel on my main island except for villager hunting because I'm mildly afraid of autofilling. So, why not see how fast I can do it? I thought the only way I was ever gonna get all the photos before the next Animal Crossing game released was to do a speedrun. Time travel day after day, giving gifts to my villagers, kicking them off when I no longer needed them, and inviting a new villager in. To make stuff interesting and a bit more fun instead of just grinding fruit for hundreds of hours, I'm not using any amiibo cards to invite villagers. Only villager hunting with Nook Mile tickets, well, with the exception of the Sanrio villagers, since there's literally no possible way to get them on your island without inviting them into the campsite through amiibo cards. So I guess I'm not completely not using amiibo cards, I'm sorry for lying. I've explained in the past the best gifts to give villagers to increase their friendship level based on data mines, so you can have a better chance at getting that photo. To simplify it, it's anything worth 750 bells or more. 2 pieces of non-native fruit does the trick. Wrapping it is necessary, or else you'll only give your neighbor 1 piece of fruit, so make sure you wrap it. But the wrapping paper just gives you another friendship point anyway, so whatever you end up giving them, make sure you wrap it. Once you get a neighbor to the proper friendship levels, there's a chance they'll give you their photo. But unfortunately, this relies a lot on RNG. You have to hope you get a furniture item as a reward, and then you have to hope that that furniture item is the photo. You end up having a 6 to 10% chance of getting said photo. Super annoying. Once a villager gives me their photo, I would kick them out and invite someone new in. If you have an empty plot on your island, there is a 15-day cooldown before a move-out bubble will appear on another villager. Because I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, cough cough, speedrun, I immediately time travel 15 days to quickly kick out another villager. There's also the possibility of the campsite having a villager appear. Unfortunately, the campsite villagers are a pain in the neck. They take forever. But they don't affect the 15-day cooldown of another villager leaving if you get them to move in, since a plot never empties once they've made their way onto your island. I give these sons of guns 1 chance to ask to move in, and then I continue on. For the speedrun's sake, it's quicker to just time travel and hope someone else wants to move out rather than sit there talking to them for an hour, hoping they'll pick the right villager to move out, or just move in at all really, because even that's hard for them to ask, apparently. We've been doing the speedrun over the last few months. After 100 hours, we have 90 photos out of 413, so doing good. With all the time traveling that I've been doing, we're 6 years into the speedrun. 6 years. I could save some real-life time, but not immediately time traveling those 15 days for the move-out cooldown, and maybe spend the extra time talking to the campsite villager. You get about 2 to 3 campsite villagers a month, so it would be free villagers to move in, and those 15 cooldown days would be used to just give more gifts. So whatever date we end on will definitely be inflated, but my god, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. 6 years into the game. We better have a new Animal Crossing by the time New Horizons turns 6. I don't want another gap between games as long as the last one. Entire new humans were born and learned to read during the gap between New Leaf and New Horizons. Getting everything in this game is hard. While I love that customization was added into the series, the completionist part of my brain is crying. Anyway, this has been the thing I've been doing to kill time until the next game. I love Animal Crossing, and I want to find reasons to keep playing. This isn't New Leaf, there's no Tortimer Island or the Roost minigames, and no waiting around for 7 years for Katrina to finally open her shop on Main Street so you can say you finally completed the game. We just gotta play and wait patiently. What are you doing to kill time before the next game releases? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!